Yes, welcome to the stream. I am watching the Inter game right now. I decided that I'll finish off this game on stream. Man, what a game though. I've not been watching for super long. I've been watching since about the 90th minute, so I saw the last minute equaliser. But blinking heck, Inter, I've got to say, wow, what a match. There's less than 2 minutes to go here. We'll see if there's any more twists and turns. Barcelona looking to get back into it. I think whoever goes in this leg does win the UCL, and at the moment that's going to be Inter. But that's not what we're here for. We are here to talk about City and to talk about some news that came earlier, some negative news about Man City's summer, some worrying news. A lot of City fans were left worried after this tweet came out. And yeah, rightly so. It's not the first thing you want to be reading, to be fair. But yeah, we're gonna have a look at that right now. We'll just jump straight into this. Just seen Barca have got a corner here. There you go, ball in, good. So ignore the cooking session. But Florian Wirtz, reported by Bild. Florian Wirtz does not want to join Man City or Real Madrid and only wants to join Bayern Munich, reports Bild. Bayern Leverkusen bosses are unaware of the decision as of now, and neither they nor Bayern wanted to comment when contacted by the newspaper. Now then, I don't really know how good these guys are. Apparently they're very Bayern Munich orientated. I don't really know how good these guys are, to be honest with you. They could be awful, or they could be the Fabrizio Romano of Germany. I really don't know. I know they're not incredible. Okay, I'm fairly certain that they aren't the Fabrizio Romano of Germany, but I'm fairly certain that they should still have their. We should still take it into account. It's news, and not the first bit of news I wanted to read today. I saw Red Cross and Wirtz. I was like, oh gosh, 2 minutes added on here in this Barcelona game. But then Plettigol came out later on and have basically come out and mentioned on this too. From Bayer Leverkusen's point of view, they have not been informed on Florian Wirtz's decision. Huge chance by Florian Wirtz's decision. Or a desire to leave the club, and there are no current negotiations ongoing between any clubs. Never mind us and them, and never mind Madrid and them, never mind Bayern and them. So that's from Plettigol. Plettigol, they aren't too bad. I don't think they're the best guys ever, but they are certainly not too shabby. Ooh. Into taking their time with this goal kick, but bit of a roller coaster. It just depends on who you want to believe. I want to believe Leverkusen. I want to believe Plettigol because it seems like they are closer to being correct. I'm hoping they are. Anyway, it's closer to being correct in my book. Nico Riley has been nominated for PFA Premier League Fans Player of the Month. But also not just that, he is Man City's Player of the Month. So big ups to Nico Riley. He absolutely deserves it. A great proper breakout month he had in March. No, in April, sorry. Starting most games. Sergio Aguero there. Inter Miami will no longer pursue the signing of Kevin De Bruyne, according to BBC Sports. Nick Masheter. So it's looking like Chicago Fire in terms of the MLS for KDB. While everyone is in the stream, didn't know you were live because because of UCL semi-final. That's fine. Probably not the best time to go live, but I wanted to go live today. It just had to be so late. I didn't get home today until like 8:30. So, I've been out all day. It's been so busy recently, but I wanted to stream. I wanted to do daily streams, and so that's what I'm doing right now. I want to get something out there. Inter Miami, though, doesn't surprise me. I'm not too sure where he will actually end up. Jeremy Doku and Haaland ran to the Inter Milan game, which has just ended, by the way. Inter Milan game has just ended, and they have gone through to the Champions League final, where they will either be met by Barcelona or Inter. No, by Barcelona, it's not that, by Arsenal or PSG. One or the other, not both. At the moment, it's looking like PSG, in France, 1-0 up. It's going to be a difficult game for Arsenal, but I won't write them off because I'm not a fool. But my predictions for the Champions League, I think I'm pretty sure I said that I think whoever goes through this tie will win the whole thing. And that has ended up being Inter, so my bets are on Inter to win it. They're so well coached. I'm going to have a look down here for any more City news. If there's no City news, we can just talk. Hugo Viana has been taking a keen interest in City Academy games, and has been asking Academy Director Thomas Kruken about certain individuals. So that's probably Divin Mukasa and probably a select of a few, but I suspect Divin Mukasa is in that group because he is very clearly top class. Tough one to take tonight, Barca. We'll have a quick look through Fabrizio, see if we got anything. Hariamas. Into Milan, trying to get, a lot of players want Luis Enrique. Into Milan, Marseille, obviously the club that have him. Bayern Munich are also snooping about. A lot of talk on Trent Alexander-Arnold. Wow, stunning, what a game. Man, I'm just disappointed I can watch it all. Big ups for tuning in there. We're currently just looking through Fabrizio Romano stuff, but yeah, I could only really tune in from just after the Rafinha goal. I saw that it was 2-0, and I was like, I think that's that. I don't think Barcelona can score 3 goals at the San Siro. And then I checked the score at like the 88th minute. Okay, and I'm thinking to myself, it's probably just 2-0. I check it, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's 3-2. Wow, I can't believe it. And so I finally get a bit of free time, so I stick the game on. And it's blinking. Like within a minute of watching, they blink in. What's the word? They blink and equalise, and then not too long into that extra time, they take the lead. So big ups to Inter. I think they're going to go and win the thing, to be honest. Build, I cooked them up early. Those fraud source, trust me. Build lies. Yeah, to my knowledge, they're very Bayern Munich orientated anyway. I know they're a German source, which some people say that probably gives them more credibility. But yeah, from what I hear, they're very Bayern Munich PR based. to be fair. So, look, I don't know how good these guys are. I don't think they're super good. I never get too worried, but I figured I'd speak about it because it kind of blew up in terms of popularity. Leverkusen joining to shut them down anyway, though. Yeah, Plettigol. I know Plettigol came out and spoke about it, touched on that before. I trust these guys a bit more. I'm really excited for this summer. I think it's going to be such a good transfer window, not just for us, but just in general. I think so much business is going to get done. Yeah, but what a game that is for Inter. Looks like Leroy Sané might actually be staying at Bayern Munich. Would you take Sané on a free? Not that I necessarily want him, I just thought of it then. Would you take Leroy Sané on a free? You know, bit of rotation on the wing, or do you think it's just unnecessary and just a bit of a sentimental move? Talk on Gnabry. More Sané talk. And Nkunku leaving Chelsea. Not really surprised. Hasn't really worked out with injuries and whatnot, and probably just in general performances. Can't really see any more news. Cole Palmer, 23 today. Big ups, didn't know. As exclusively revealed months ago, it still remains clear the clear plan of the Wirtz family and the player to first move to Bayern, then perhaps take the step abroad at some point in the future. Bayern are very optimistic that the transfer will go through as early as this summer. Leverkusen's point of view, the club has still not been informed of Wirtz's desire to leave. There are also still no negotiations taking place. Bayern are prepared to offer 20 to 25 million salary over a 5-year contract. I mean, it just kind of goes back to this. Break the mold a bit, lad. You know, you're a German superstar. Of course, Bayern Munich are going to want you. And you just want to end up like the rest, you know? You could take a gamble and go to England. You know, the weather in Germany isn't like super hot and whatnot, so if you're worried about that, then maybe think about something else. Sam Leon Man says he's interested in Wirtz. It's got to a stage now where if he didn't go to City, which is obviously still possible, because until deals are done, they can go anywhere. I think something has changed there, because from what I understand, at the moment City are in quite a good position there. So look, different journalists saying different things, getting their piece of the pie, obviously, on this story. I'm not 100% sure on it's going to be a transfer saga, isn't it? So many teams are going to be offering. I'm curious to see if there'll be a bidding battle of any kind. That will probably make City want to stay clear a smidge more. But you know, it really is something to keep an eye on. Well, there were 5 more goals to come. Any more news? Saudi want Bruno. Not super surprised. Yeah, buying PR. I thought that story was interesting. Surely not. They're very good. They're very, very good and will be remembered, but best ever right back? Nah. Jack Gorn doing a Q&A. See if he's spoken on this at all. Nah, let's tweet Q&A. Spoke about Villa a bit. Oh well. Ooh. Look, lads, I think I am going to end it there. I know it wasn't a long one. I know it was kind of short notice too. I know it was just after a big Champions League game. Connect, stay humble. Biggest succeeding in glimpse. Don't yawn. Blake Connect, bro. That man be tired at 10:51. 10:51. I'll put my head down soon. You know? Got sleep, got work in the morning. But look, big ups to everyone nonetheless. I really do appreciate the support, as per usual. You know, just a bit of a random stream. Wanted to touch on the Barca should have won. Yeah, they let it go, didn't they? They kept going for another goal, and it really let in to get that equaliser. But oh well, it was a great game for the neutrals, that's for sure. Welcome to the stream though, mate. But yeah, big ups to everyone that tuned in. Definitely expect a stream tomorrow, man. It's probably going to be late again. It's probably going to be quite late again. I'm going to try and do it earlier. Connect Gaming is probably likely to return in terms of streams. Connect Gaming is likely to return on Thursday. So, yeah. Biggest to you all, Blues. I will see you all in... yeah, tomorrow, hopefully. Definitely. Biggest to you all, guys. See you later.